Hello there everyone, welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars video, and today we are taking a look at all the mocks that I built in 2023. So yeah, this for sure has been a great year for my channel. I grew a lot. You can see I have almost 700 subscribers, which is great. And I have some videos that blew up, but we'll talk about more about that later. So the first video that I published was actually the recap of 2022. You can check that out. But I guarantee this year was much better, 2023, than 2022. But yes, the first mock that I actually built this year was this huge clone mock with a cliff. Yes, this mock was very good for my time. I still think it's good, could rework some parts, but it was also very part consuming because it's pretty big, and I also even built a vehicle for that, but yes, overall this mock is certainly very out of my comfort zone. I really liked it and it performed great. The video has over 10,000 views. That is awesome. So yeah, let's see what the next mock is. Okay, this one is also a cool one. Not as important and as significant to my channel as the previous, but it's still a good mock. In these smaller mocks, they are not that important. I'm gonna not spend so much time talking about them to just keep the video a little shorter. But I really like how the terrain looks on this one with the two different colors and layers. So moving on, the next mock that I built is this Imperial outpost on a snowy planet. And this outpost was, I like the outpost, but the terrain I think could have been much better. And since I made it very big, I wasn't able to, have the quality, a bit higher. But anyways, it was still a good mock, but didn't do that well on views. But yes, let's look at the next mock. This one is very cool. It's a mock for the Dark Times RPG. The reason why I really like this one, it's because of the terrain and the platform. I think that's a very cool idea, and I've never tried that out. And also the position of the figs just makes it look a lot more real and alive. And the next mock that I made was this prison cell where some Mandalorians were escaping. This was a very, quick and small mock, but I really like it, especially because of how clean it is. And it also did great on Instagram, my first post to reach 1,000 likes on Instagram. So yeah, overall, I like how it is. I still wouldn't change anything about it. Let's take a look at the next mock. This next one was when ChatGPT was pretty famous, so I asked him, for ideas for a mock. And I really like how this one turned out because, it looks very simple, and overall I like the simplicity. I like the different patches, of colors on the terrain, and I also like the ponds. And yeah, the trees are very cool with those flex tubes. Let's take a look at the next mock. Oh, and this here was just a video for a school project that I posted on my YouTube channel as unlisted, just to be able to share it. But yes, here is my next mock. It's a checkpoint, an Imperial checkpoint, based off of a really cool concept art, and I really like how the terrain is. I like how I integrated the rock under the terrain and all the minifigures I built for it. Yeah, very colorful mock. And this next mock is one of my best ones. It required a lot of Lego math, that's even a thing. But yes, it has many brackets, many slopes for the floor. The floor is very intricate, not simple at all. Maybe simple, but not easy to build. And yeah, I spent a lot of time building it, and I think it paid out great, and I just think it's one of my best mocks ever. Alright, the next mock is another build for Dark Times RPG. This one was the occupation of Naboo, and this one didn't take much effort. I think I could have done a lot better, but I still think it looks okay. This next one is also up there as one of my favorites that I've built because I just love how the rock work turned out. Some of the best rock work I've ever built. And I think the idea is pretty, for the mock, the whole concept is very cool. This next one I built after a little break from building. And that's why it's so small. I just wanted to get back at building anything. And I also used some clones and leaves for the tree that I had recently gotten. So the next one here is, I don't know if you remember from The Mandalorian, but it's when Mandalorian meets Ahsoka. And yeah, I wanted to recreate that scene and I think it looks accurate. This next mock is about a clone that deserted and is being hunted by his brothers that are still loyal. And I really like how the rock work and the water looks on this one. I don't usually build with water, so I'm happy how that turned out. This next one is also one of my favorites, and it even has over 1,000 views, which is awesome. And it's the Battle of Utapau. But what I like the most about it is the picture that I took, that is the thumbnail. I think it looks awesome. It's the best picture actually that I've taken in my opinion. That's not, edited with the background changed. I only, changed the exposure and all that stuff. But yes, moving on, we have another small mock. This one was for Factions RPG, and this is representing the planet Chandrila, which is like a resort. I really like how this one turned out, but it's very. It was a quick build. The next mock is probably one of my most important ones on the channel. This was a clone base. It was huge, actually. I really like how it looked when finished, and I had a very fun time building it. And I'm grateful that I was able to get a lot of suggestions on Bricks Lab Discord, because otherwise the mock wouldn't have been so good and the video wouldn't have done so well. It has 7,000 views. That's awesome. And yes, I just think I was able to pack so many details in this mock, and I truly think it's one of my best ones. And now, the last mock that I built this year was actually back in October. It was a mock for a collaboration with Bobalug. It's a pretty big lug actually on Instagram, has over 10,000 followers. And this wasn't actually a Star Wars build, this was a The Last of Us. It's a game or series, you've probably heard of it, mock. And I really like how it turned out, especially because it is actually very accurate to the game. And I also really like how I built the minifigures. I think they look similar to the game and that I did a good job building them. So that was the last mock that I built this year. I've already said, what mocks I think were the best this year. And this one surely is with them. But I would love to get your opinion on which was your favorite. And since you have made it this far in the video, here is a picture of the mock I've been working on. It's almost finished. I just need to finish the roof. Because I haven't posted in the last few months, but it's not like I haven't built anything. I have definitely built less than I used to, but I still managed to build this. And I just haven't posted it because I've been waiting to make it the best version. Yes, so I hope to see you again on that video when it drops. And thank you for watching.